guys, today in this video I'm going to be doing a little test, shall I call it. Basically what I read in the forums a while ago was that turbo timer is not necessary because technically you're driving your car home, and as long as you're not boosting before you get into your driveway, it should be cool enough just to shut it down. So I'm going to do a little experiment. I've got an infrared thermometer. I'm going to temp the oil cooler line to the turbo for 2 minutes, or roughly 2 minutes, somewhere around the time that a turbo timer would run for to allow the turbo to cool down. And I'm going to see if there's any change on that oil feed line in temperature at all. And then after that, I'm going to do another one where I boost hard and then just coast and let the air flow through my oil cooler until I get into my driveway and see what the difference is there, because you could maybe just coast and cool your car down as you're going home instead of having it run on a turbo timer for a couple minutes. So I'm almost home. I'm gonna hit the boost pretty hard, let the turbine housing heat up. It'll get the oil temperature up. My gauges are all reading good. My engine is nice and warm, definitely an operating temperature. I've been driving for about 60 kilometers, or what is that, like 30 or 40 miles anyway. And it's been mostly normal driving on the way home. I'm not going to be able to hit the boost too hard because it is pretty rainy out, and I will basically just lose traction right away. But at least it'll be able to tell me what kind of temperature we're getting, temperature decrease we're getting when you just allow your car to naturally cool down, or use a turbo timer at that. So, like I said, this is just a test. You can take from this what you will. Now, a couple things to consider. I have a single top mount turbo, and I'm running a front mount oil cooler. I've eliminated the factory liquid cooled one for the 2J. So, like I said, gonna hit boost. I'm about 3 kilometers from my house. And the last little strip before I get to my driveway, I'm gonna hit the boost again. Then I'm gonna get out and point the infrared thermometer at the turbo. So I'm not sure what to expect really. I want to say that the oil is going to be almost the same temperature regardless of whether it cools down or not. So I'm going to just go a little easy because there's a couple people that I live near that don't care for the sound of a 2J ripping by their house, but there's a blank stretch between the last farmhouse and my place. with the car out of gear so that the cool air can pass through the oil cooler and cool down the oil. And I'm going to see what temperature we get with the coasting, because if you can coast for half a minute on the way home or before you shut your car off, then you don't have to sit there and idle for 2 minutes to get it down to a nice temperature to shut it off. So yeah, there we go. So I'm going to turn this back on after the coast, and I'll tell you how long the coast was